Well, Joe, I guess you're mightily proud of your team tonight.
That's exactly what I said in the little huddle there. I said I couldn't be more proud of the performance, of the effort, desire. It would have been very easy for us to, when that second one went in, to think, heads drop, maybe lose that effort. But they went all the way to the end and couldn't be more proud. When you look at some of the results that they've had in their league against Tier 5 opposition, I said they've won 7-2, 3-0, 5-0. You know, they've left here tired, knowing they've had a really good game today. So I couldn't be more proud of the players for that.
Yeah, they had to work really hard to beat you today, didn't you? That's the best thing about it, isn't it?
One of the things I was most pleased about is we spoke at training, we spoke before the game, we spoke at half-time about how we wanted to press, how the areas that we wanted them to play in, and we'll let them have the ball in. And genuinely, the players did really, really well. We shuffled as a team. We released players when we wanted to release players. We pressed when we wanted to press, and really happy for the team. And it's quite telling, right, that I'm actually a bit disappointed we've not come out with maybe a little bit more, a goal, maybe have taken those penalties that I think wouldn't have been undeserved.
Well, if one of those two chances that second half had gone in, it would have been an absolute thrilling finish, wasn't
Yeah,
it? It was that close.
Yeah, and you know, it can be fine margins in these games, and that's maybe the difference between a team that has aspirations of playing that level and a team that plays that level every week. You know, you're not going to get 15, 20 chances a game that we sometimes get. I said to them, the team, they had 3 chances really that I can think of, good chances. Scored 2 of them. Lois pulled off an amazing save for the third. So yeah, it's about being clinical in those tight moments.
Yeah, I also thought what impressed me as well was the first half. A lot of time when Brentford were in the ascendancy, bodies were on the line.
Yeah.
When you concede a goal first minute of the second half, I think, their heads are going to go down.
Yeah.
Never saw any of that.
Bodies on the line all the time.
Yeah.
And we've been quite poor at defending corners and set pieces before today, and it was really nice to see actually people try and get in the way of it, not pass on their job to someone else, and it's about taking all of those positives into next week and beyond.
Yeah. What did the players say afterwards, in the huddle afterwards, about how they felt today went?
They're really proud of their performances, and I think we all kind of collectively agreed that that's our level now, and not to let that drop, and not to go into games that we think, we should win this and we can play a different way. No, we have a certain way of playing. We talk about how we want to be aggressive about the ball, and be creative with the ball, and it's about taking those disciplines into every single game that we play.
Did it take a performance like today to convince you of that, or did you already know that?
No, I knew we've had a really good pre-season, really. We've beaten already 2 teams in Tier 6, draw against another team in Tier 6. We lost 3-0 to Dartford. Dartford's a very strong side in Tier 5. And again, conceded after about 9 seconds in that one. So actually, to then keep them to only 2 goals beyond that, I knew the team has those levels in them. Yeah.
Just tell us about the changes you made over the summer, because it is the bulk of last year's squad, and a lot of the players obviously were playing with you at the lower level a couple of seasons or so ago.
But we kept the core of that team. We've added a few over the last few weeks and months of pre-season. Rosie, who played 90 minutes today, she came from Tonbridge Juniors. From coming through the junior setup into a first team setup and then playing 90 minutes against Brentford, I think she can be exceptionally pleased with how she's come on. So and a couple of others as well. Libby made her debut coming on in CDM today. So she's joined us just this week actually, and then a couple of others joined as well. So, but the majority of the team are that were with us last year and the year before that.
I presume obviously you want to defend the 2 cups you won last year as well, but ideally you want to be league champions this year.
Yeah, the aim we've spoken about aims of this year, and we don't like to say champions, cup winners. We all agree that league is absolute priority. You look at last year, Seven Oaks won the league. They lost 2 games and got 1 draw. So there's not much margin for error, right? So we want to win every single game we play. And it's telling that we're disappointed we've not won today.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done today.
Thank you very much.